yes, freshman year. The year that I took Integrated Math 1, Geometry, Biology, Chemistry, PE, and of course, Honors English with you, Ms. LaFeves. And this is also, of course, the only year that I had with my brother in high school, which was great. And this was also the first year that I went to Universal Studios with my family, which was so super cool and really fun because that is now my new favorite place, even over Disneyland, which is what I also went to on this trip. That's also me standing with the Hollywood Star with my mother. Very cool to walk it down the Hollywood Boulevard. Very neat. This is also the first time that I went to Kauai, which is now my favorite island, and we've gone back there quite a few times, which I very much appreciate because I love it a lot. Yep, this is me standing on a boat cruise that we go on every year. This is us making Thanksgiving dinner, which I helped a lot in, need to do for my culinary project. That's us on a hike that was extremely hard. This is when my brother and I and all of his friends went to the second Avengers movie and we dressed up, which was super fun, and people wanted to take pictures with us. So that was pretty cool. And this is when my family and I went up to visit my Uncle Steve's house so that my brother could see it because that is where he'd be staying for the first couple years of his schooling. And it was a really nice spot, so I was super excited for him to go up there. And then when we came back, it was time for my brother to graduate, which now looking back seems like it was only yesterday, and that's weird. And this is when I got my first job at Where We Met, my first summer working. Super exciting. First Five Sauce concert! Woot woot! This was so much fun. It was now that time of summer to go down to San Francisco to see our annual Giants game. It was then time to say goodbye to my brother as he went off to college. Ah yes, sophomore year, where I took Algebra 2, Chemistry, World History, PE 2, and of course, Honors English with you, Miss LaFeves. This was all of us at, I believe, a football game before we went to the winter homecoming, as you can see in that picture. And then it was time for my first Troy concert. Woo! Super excited because I had been following Troy for so long, and he was definitely one of my top artists that I loved at the time. He definitely still is, just as a PS. And now it's Halloween, where Bailey and I dressed up as our favorite band, 21 Pilots, with all these cool cats. Good time. My family and I said goodbye to my childhood car. It was then again time for our annual Thanksgiving trip to Kauai, which I was super psyched about because I just, again, love going there. It was then nearing Christmas, we decided to ice Christmas cookies and then cut down our tree, which I believe I helped with a lot. My brother might say otherwise. New Year's then rolled around, and we did it at my friend Kendall's house because it also doubled as her birthday party. Now it's time for my second Troy concert. Ooh, waited so much longer in line for this one. It was also really fun because I saw some of my old friends from the last concert, so it was good to reconnect. was the first day that Bailey drove me to school. My mom needed a picture. We then went on a trip up to Humboldt to visit my brother during Ski Skate Week, just to say hi. Yay! First prom! 'Twas a good time. And then there was VidCon. Down in LA, ah man, this was such an experience. Such a cool thing to meet so many people. I can honestly say that this might have changed my life. And then I came back just to get my two bottom wisdom teeth out, which is lovely, and as you can see in this picture, it's swelled up at the next game that we went to. My first time driving on back roads. It was scary. Ah yes, junior year classes took pre-calculus, AP Physics, US History, Spanish 3, AP Psychology, and of course, AP English Language with you, Miss LaFeves. Ah yes, second Five Sauce concert. Muy bueno. So good. I loved it. Bailey and I suffering through all the construction that I've had in these past 4 years. Wow, I feel like this is all concerts, but this is my third Troy concert. And Jax decided to come with us this time, which made it extra fun. Definitely the biggest crowd that I've stood in during a concert. Halloween with the team again. Went zipline for the first time, which was sick. It was that time of year again for it to be New Year's, and we celebrated this at Danielle's house. Took some photos. Yep, guess what? Another concert, top concert. Honestly, this was the most life-changing concert though. I say that crazily, but it was amazing. Snowfest then came along, and I walked in it with the Pride Club, which was a really cool experience. You guessed it, another concert. Panic at the Disco this time. Voice of an Angel. Time for my Sweet 16. And this cake was awesome because it had sushi and marshmallows on top of it. So. Time for prom again. This time around with a larger group of people. It was a grand old time. It was really fun. This is Bailey and I with Danielle after her first fashion show. Woo! Finally got my license, only a year and a half late. Went on my first backpacking trip with my brother and my dad. It was a good time. Got a lot of new experiences in the wilderness. Senior year took AP Calc, Anatomy and Physiology, AP Gov, AP Econ, and AP English Language. Finally drove myself to school after so many years of riding the bus. Had my senior pictures taken, which was really awesome because it was the first time I'd ever done a professional photo shoot. Jax and I took a trip down to Danville / San Francisco just to get out of Tahoe for the weekend. Threw a Riverdale themed watch party with a couple of my friends, which was a grand time. When Halloween rolled around again, Camila and I whipped out this iconic Holy Grail outfit. Class elections then rolled around. Vote H&H. Casually washed my car with a Christmas tree on top of it. Saw my first Broadway play, small version of course, in Reno. Then took a family vacation down to Pismo Beach, which is where this picture was taken, and Monterey Bay Aquarium and all those good things. Next up was my first Women's March in Reno, which was super fun, and then my last homecoming, which was a little bit sad, but also fun. It was then spring break, and you know what that means, college touring. Whilst I was touring colleges, though, I also took a trip down the coast, down to see Santa Monica Pier, and hiked around San Diego with my mom for a while. It was then time for a trip of true adulthood, where we took a trip just as friends, with no parents there. It was a true adventure. My 18th birthday then came, and it seemed all too surreal. There's no way I am an adult right now. I have no idea what's going on. It was then May 1st, and it was time for me to commit to a school, and I committed to San Francisco State, which I am super pumped for because I have loved that city since I was little. Now time for my last year of prom. Oh, this was such a good time, minus that the DJ sucked. The people were good, and that's all that matters. On this anatomy field trip, I found out that I could never be an orthopedic surgeon because I cannot handle bones. These past 4 years at North Tahoe High have been amazing, and these life-changing experiences were so incredible. I wouldn't change these memories for anything else.